many opportunities blown. I hate when I start going for a trick shot, and I don't want to harm anybody. I try my best. Look, I don't want to harm you. I'm just... Nobody listens! See, I'm not trying to set up or anything, but when you see that I'm not trying to kill you, you don't have to act like I'm about to fucking kill you. Oh, that didn't work out. Jump straight into a fucking slug. No, see, I'm not trying. You clearly know I'm going for a trick shot here. I'm going for it. Bye. Good. Fucking drown. See, I don't want to kill you. Look, look, look. See, I don't. Why are you acting like I'm going to kill you? Oh, that's not going to work. Game winner. With a fucking C4. How impressive. He has MLG in his fucking clan tag. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little embarrassing story, okay? So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Back in the day, I did play a lot of sports, okay? I played a bunch of sports, and I even played sports recently in a sense. A couple years ago, I did a little bit of training in MMA and stuff like that, but that was a little bit different because it wasn't exactly a competition to me because I never actually had any professional or amateur fights. So I didn't really see it as a competition, it was just practice and training. Now, strangely enough, fighting never actually made me nervous, but when I did other sports like football and things like that, I would actually pretend, as a kid, I would pretend to get a stomachache so I wouldn't have to play. I had this crazy, like, pent-up anxiety inside of me. For some odd reason, I felt like everybody was watching every single move I did. And it wasn't like I sucked or anything. I was actually quite good in all the sports that I played. I got a bunch of touchdowns when I was a kid. I scored a bunch of basketball. I scored a bunch of baseball. So I was actually pretty good. I had nicknames on my teams and everything like that. I was just that good. So let me put you guys in the setting. Little baby Jeff, about 75 pounds. I'm not sure exactly how old I was when I played football. 75 pounds. I remember that, though. I was 75 pounds. And everybody else on the team was 75 pounds as well. It went from the 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105. The leagues were split up amongst everybody's weight. And I mean football as in American football, of course, because I'm American. God damn it, not again! I'm just trying to tag people. It's the cool thing to do. I see trick shotters do it all the time. I'm just trying to be good. Fucking tag them and boom, they just hit them. So I was little 75-pound Jeff. Playing football, big ass helmet on my little ass body. But I was actually quite tall as a kid, so I was one of the bigger kids on the team. I was still 75 pounds because I guess I was just a scrawny fuck compared to everybody else. Our team was completely undefeated. We destroyed everybody in our path. On offense, I was a little receiver. I would just like run out and I'd just try to catch the ball and go as far as I possibly could. But on defense, I was actually a corner, and a corner is somebody that's supposed to be covering all the receivers. But since this was a little league, nobody really gave a fuck about any coverage, and all people did was just blitz straight into the quarterback. And if you don't know what blitz means, that basically means that all of our defenses, we basically just rush the quarterback. We just try to break a hole through and somebody get in and sack the shit out of the quarterback before he has a chance to even pass it. And I did that each and every single play. All sorts of late hits. Even when the quarterback had already passed the ball, I still tackled the shit out of him. We didn't really know anything about penalties or anything like that, except for like face mask and stuff, so I didn't know, you know, I just hit the shit out of him whenever I could, because he's a quarterback. So one day we were actually playing a good team. We would normally be slaughtering each and every single team, but there was one team that was actually pretty good. I believe the score was actually tied, and it was getting towards the end of the game, and we didn't want to tie. And in the little leagues, if you tie, you tie. There's no overtime or anything like that. We were playing this other team, having a very good game. It was a tie game. It was near the end of the game. We didn't want to tie with them, though. We wanted to retire undefeated. No ties, nothing. Just all wins. So I decided to just put my all into each and every single time I tried to sack that quarterback. I remember this play so vividly. Normally, I'm set back behind the line, but this time I came up close to the line, so when he said hike, I could just jump straight through the pile and just hit his ass. The kid said hike, the play started, I busted through the line and sacked the shit out of this kid. When I sacked the shit out of this kid, he fumbled it. He dropped the ball. And when you fumble in American football, the enemy team can pick the ball up. And now the enemy team has possession. So I hit the shit out of this quarterback and everybody realized it was a fumble. Everybody tried to pile onto this ball, okay? And I'm watching this pile, okay? I'm trying to get up off of this quarterback already. I laid his ass out. Everybody's piling all over the ball. I see the ball squirt out of the huge pile of kids. And I go and grab the ball and I start running, okay? I'm running, and nobody's chasing me. Everybody is still on the ground. And then I look to the sideline and my coach and my grandparents are sitting there going, no, no, they're just screaming, no, they're shaking their head, no, and the entire crowd is screaming at me. It turns out I was actually running the wrong way the entire time. So I had recovered this fumble and ran the wrong direction. So since I'm running the wrong direction with everybody screaming at me, I finally realized when I was almost at our goal, I had to turn around and run all the way back the other side of the field. So I actually ran all the way back to the other side of the field. Luckily, I was faster than the majority of the kids that were on the field, so I had no problem. People were still piled up. Kids were falling all over each other. But yeah, I basically, I almost scored on our own team. That was an embarrassing moment. Luckily, I didn't play too much football after that.